anybody want this much soda when they could have this much soda?
In the late 1970s, 7-Eleven is everywhere, with over 6,000 stores worldwide. Sales of soda and their own invention, the Slurpee, are an important part of its business.
Get your big gulp at 7-Eleven. You drugstore cowboy, you.
In 1976, 7-Eleven tries out a 32-ounce cup, equivalent to over 2 cans of regular soda. Of course, it's an immediate success.
The Big Gulp was an example of supersizing a drink because it was so cheap, because it's just corn syrup, which is nothing because of the low price of corn.
But this is only the beginning. In the 1980s, government legislation makes the syrupy corn at the heart of the Big Gulp, already an inexpensive ingredient, even cheaper.
In the 1980s, there was a focus on farm subsidies in America. Farmers would grow the food, and then when it was sold on, manufacturers could produce something at such a low cost because it was subsidized by the U.S. government.
And that subsidy trickles down into 7-Eleven's soda sizes. In 1983, 7-Eleven's cup runneth over. They introduced the 44-ounce Super Big Gulp.
The Big Gulp, one of the best branded pieces of merchandise and advertising history. It says exactly what it is. It's a big gulp, man. It's a lot of liquid.
The bigger gulp is a big success. And as bigger cups mean bigger profits, 7-Eleven goes even bigger, introducing the 64-ounce Double Gulp in 1988.
Now that's what I call a large.
To put this in context, there were no free refills in the 80s. Getting as much soda as you could possibly carry was just heaven.
Overnight, it seemed like kids were walking around with these barrel-sized drinks and the straw stuck into their face like it was almost an oxygen tank.
We used to get the biggest Big Gulp, and my sister and I used to share it. We called them suicides, so we would put literally every single flavor of soda or Slurpee or whatever it was in the cup, in the Big Gulp.
It felt like a bargain, and that's at the heart of a lot of American culture. Size versus price.
Once the cup is out the bag, there's no going back. Despite concerns that the giant soda craze of the 80s might be kicking off an obesity crisis.
This is becoming a devastating public health issue. It's an epidemic.
An attempt by New York City Mayor Michael Bloomberg to ban the sale of sodas over 16 ounces, predictably, falls flat.
I'm here to tell Mayor Bloomberg that if I want to drink a Big Gulp, I'm going to drink a Big Gulp.
Having a huge beverage that was cheap and you could carry with you wherever you went was kind of like a trophy of American commercialism.
But apparently, America's thirst for Big Gulps is unquenchable.
It was a huge deal to try to drink yourself sick.
What's it like, Bart?
Americans won't be happy at 7-Eleven until, like, we're just opening the trunk of our car and just pumping liquid right into it and be like, car gulp.